Alright guys, 35 lap race, be ready guys, here we go. Alright guys, we're off and rolling. Big time wrecks everywhere. We got one upside down in 3 and 4, it's clear. Turn 2, it's clear. It's going to be Bob Mellon out front, Jimmy Adams. No, it's going to be Bob Mellon, Mark Massigill, Danny Finley, Brian Bowman, William, Jimmy, Doug, and Troy. Big time changes from the start of this race. Doug having all kinds of issues. It's clear off of 2. Watch out turn 4, watch out turn 4. That was Dan. He was upside down, he's clear. Out front, Bob Mellon, he's your race leader. Mark Massigill, he's about 2.3 seconds behind Bob Mellon for that race lead. Brian Bowman is about 1.2 seconds behind Massigill. Jimmy Adams now back up to the 4 spot. He's about 4.5 seconds out of the race lead. Bowman's about 4.3 seconds out of the race lead in the 3 spot. It's going to be Bob Mellon, Mark Massigill, your top 2, then Brian and Jimmy, 3 and 4, then a William and Dan, Doug and Troy. Right now you're going to be 21 laps to go. 21 laps to go for your race leader, Bob Mellon. Bob Mellon out front, working lap 15. Mark Massigill working lap. Your top 4 cars all working the same lap. About a 2.5 second difference between Mark and Bob. Brian's on the lead lap, but he's about 4 seconds behind your race leader. Jimmy Adams is right behind Brian. Jimmy is in the black and yellow car. Brian, I believe, is in the fluorescent red orange car. So that's going to be the race for the 3-4 spot. But right now, Bob, big time wrecks in turn 1 and 2. We got one on the pipe. That was Brian getting the bad end of the chill. So it's going to be Bob and Mark still on the same lap. Bob working lap 22. Massigill working lap 22. About a 1 second delta between your race leader and your second place car. Bob's hitting the loop right now. Now Mark Massigill gets around Bob, so he goes to the top spot. Bob Mellon back to the 2 spot. Now he's about 3.5 seconds back to Mark Massigill. Brian about 5 seconds behind Bob. Almost a lap back of Bob with 10 laps to go. But it's going to be Mark Massigill trying to bump up to the B main. Bob Mellon trying to go. We got big time wreck down the back straightaway. It's clear. Well, we got Mark Massigill out front, Bob Mellon about 2.8 seconds back of Mark Brian. He is about 1.1 seconds back of Bob Mellon for that transfer. So Bob down the front straightaway. Brian moving in on Bob now. It's going to be 3 laps to go. That's going to be your race for the transfer. Right there, down the front straightaway. Brian trying to get around Bob. Bob holding it on the rail. Going to be 2 to go. It's going to race. Brian moves underneath Bob. Let's see where Brian comes across. That should move him to the 2 spot. It does. And we're working the last lap for your race leader, Mark Massigill. He's going to come across. Well, one more time around. Sorry, now he's coming across the lap. Going to take the win. Keep going, guys. Keep running. Brian Beeman's going to come across in the 2 spot. Bob Mellon's going to have P3. 35. Everybody, we had Mark Massigill transfers to the A main. Brian Bowman about 4 seconds out of the race lead. Bob Mellon, you're going to finish a half a second behind Brian for the transfer spot. Nice race, guys. Jenny Adams finishes in 4th. Doug Ivey in 5th. William in 6th. Danny Finley in 7th. Troy Johnson in 8th.